Good evening, all. I'm Himasha Bodhipaksha from Academy of Finance. I warmly welcome you all in this pleasant evening for the induction and first lecture of CISI Risk in Financial Services program with Academy of Finance. CISI is completing 12 years strong presence in Sri Lanka. We are a one-off accredited training partner with CISI more than 11 years. Under the CISI, currently we are conducting classes for Risk in Financial Services Program, Global Financial Compliance, International Certificate in Wealth and Investment Management, and also Islamic Finance Qualification. It's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Kapila Dodamgoda, Founder and Managing Director of Academy of Finance and Regional Director of ICMA Australia in Sri Lanka. Let me hand over the session to Mr. Kapila Dodamgoda. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Once again, we would like to very warmly welcome all of you for this Risk in Financial Services program offered by the Chartered Institute of Securities and Investment, and with the classes conducted by the Academy of Finance. Hope you can hear me clearly. Are you clear? Am I clear? Am I audible?
Yes, audible for me.
Yes. Right. Okay. Thank you. Well, the Chartered Institute of Securities and Investment is the largest and most widely respected professional body for and investment professions in the UK and also financial centers globally. The institute has been formed in 1992 by the London Stock Exchange, and currently CISI has a global community of 45,000 members in over 100 countries. Before we start with the session, I would invite you to take about 2 minutes to go through this video, which will give you a brief introduction of the institute. Sometimes the voice level can be a bit low depending on your voice mechanism, but we'll be sharing with you the complete presentation. So in that case, we'll be getting it later. You'll be able to go through it later. Let me share with you a brief video of the CISI.
I'm inspired that the Chartered Institute for Securities and Investments' mission is to set standards of professional excellence and integrity for securities, investment, wealth and financial planning professionals, providing qualifications and promoting the highest level of competence to our members, individuals and firms.
On the 10th of February 1992, in a building just behind me, now replaced by a skyscraper, was the London Stock Exchange. And from there, the Securities Institute was formed. It was designed to provide knowledge, skills, and above all, integrity.
The CISI's mission is important for financial services because financial services are built on trust. And customers want to know that the firms and the individuals within the firms have the knowledge and expertise to do their job, but also that they act with the highest standards of professionalism and integrity. And it's that combination that is at the heart of the CISI's mission.
Individuals who are members of the CISI have demonstrated that they uphold the highest standards of integrity and maintain the highest levels of knowledge. They will be up to date because they've maintained 35 hours of learning every year as a minimum.
for me, it was, like an eye-opener of, there's actually other people who are also the same age group as me, and that was refreshing.
Being a member of CISI gives you a real advantage, also on a global stage, because it's understood around the world, this professional qualification.
So it's very important to us as a wealth manager that we have a professional body that is developing people for the future.
Well, that's a brief video about the Chartered Institute of Securities and Investment. And the CISI operation in Sri Lanka is headed by Asanka Wijeyaratne, is the country head of the Chartered Institute of Securities and Investment. Of course, once we start the classes in the next couple of days, at one of the classes, Asanka will come and speak to you. And if you have any clarifications further, you can talk to him when he is present in the class. Of course, the CISI qualifications here, the Risk in Financial Services qualification is offered to you by the Academy of Finance. And we are an institute which was formed 12 years ago with the vision of empowering the recreational professionals with financial wisdom. Our company has a mission of training and enriching non-finance professionals to be financial savvy with different types of finance-related qualifications for non-finance professionals. At the same time, we also provide development opportunities and higher qualifications for financial professionals in the areas of risk management, wealth management, financial compliance, internal auditing, and various other areas in niche segments where there are no popular qualifications available to upgrade their knowledge in these specific areas. And having said that, all of you are here have joined this induction session with the view of getting to know more about the Risk in Financial Services program. And in this audience, we have some participants who have already registered for the program and decided to follow the program, as well as we have a couple of observers who want to learn more about the institute, want to learn more about the Academy of Finance and the Risk in Financial Services program, and to make a decision to join the program with Academy of Finance. So if I ask you the question, basic question, what is actually the Risk in Financial Services qualification? It is a comprehensive introduction to major risk areas specifically focused to the financial service industry. It is not limited to the financial services, but more focused towards the financial services. And it is a global qualification and not restricted or limited to the framework or the regulatory jurisdictions of a particular country or a particular region, but it is a global certification. And the qualification will provide you a sound grounding in the principles of risk management framework, corporate governance, as well as risk oversight. And if you ask me the question of what you are going to study under this qualification, as well as who should study for the program, if I answer you the second question first, it is aimed at risk and compliance teams in any organization, but it will be more relevant to the risk and compliance teams in the financial services sector. And when you have financial services industry, when they operate with a branch network, it will be also useful for the branch management in the financial services sector. And not only that, there are corporate lawyers who are interested about the risk and governance related areas that will be useful for those corporate lawyers as well. And then we also have another segment, the financial controllers, chief financial officers, finance directors, and the finance specific professionals who want to have a comprehensive understanding and insight to the risk management in a structured manner. And apart from that, whatever the discipline that you are in, if you are holding senior positions in any organization and you are exposed to numerous risks, so therefore it is very important that you have an insight to this area of risk management. And last but not least, also the existing and aspiring non-executive directors of the corporate sector, and with specifically those who are already in the boards of the financial services sector, the banks, and the financial institutions. This will be a very relevant qualification. And also, even though we have not mentioned here, sometimes business leaders, entrepreneurs who wants to take a comprehensive understanding about the risk and risk management, whatever the businesses that they are in a very structured manner, this will be a good qualification and exposure for those who are into the corporate sector. And then going into the areas that is going to be covered under this program, I'm not the best person to explain this to you, but however, if I just very briefly tell you, it will tell you about the risk management framework, international risk regulation, operational risk, credit risk, market risk, investment risk, liquidity risk, and corporate governance and risk. And finally, you'll also be learning about modeling risk and enterprise risk management. Once again, I only just read this out to you, but your able facilitator, Mr. Chamindu Kumarasiri, will take a little while once I hand over the session to him, explaining you further the details and a comprehensive idea about the area that is going to be covered under this program. Right. Now, if you look at the Sri Lankan corporate sector, especially the financial services sector, these are the official supporters of the Charter of Securities and Investments, which include the Securities and Exchange Commission, as well as lots of other banks, financial institutions, and the respected financial bodies in Sri Lanka. And apart from that, globally, the qualifications are valued, accepted, and respected by major investment banks and the financial institutions all over the world. Now, having said that, one important question that you may be asking, especially those who are following the program in Sri Lanka. In this audience, we do have some participants who are intending to follow the program from other countries. And also we have majority of the participants are those who are going to follow the program in Sri Lanka. So depending on the current context with the exchange rate escalation at the moment, one worrying factor probably could be for most of the participants who are joining this qualification from Sri Lanka would be about the cost. But having said that, I see one participant, Dihan, raised hands. If you want to make a quick clarification, if it is very relevant at this point of time, you can make that clarification, Dihan. Right. Okay, let me move on then, if that is the case. So actually, now when you look at in that context, what is going to cost you for the program in terms of the current, what you pay in foreign currency, this is the usual fee. Actually, CISI revises their fee structure every April, right? So this is the fee structure that existed, that is existing as at now, but which is usually will be revised by beginning of April. So that price is not released yet, but the registration fee that you should be paying at the time of registering for the program would be £35, and the examination fee would be £125. However, actually the CISI, the global CEO, was in Sri Lanka, and we have had discussion with him. So, and considering the current situation in the country, we've had discussion, and they were generous to offer a reasonable concession to those who are joining the program right now. So instead of paying £35 of registration fee, they have agreed to offer the cost of £25 when you register for the CISI program. And then apart from that, instead of paying £125 plus whatever the increase that is going to come in April, but what you need to pay would be not that, what you need to pay is £103. So therefore, if you join the program with us right now, and if you're planning to do the exams within the normal cycle. Once you finish the classes, you do not have to pay the price which is offered to Sri Lanka. This Sri Lankan price itself is a discount which is offered to this part of the region, but from that also approximately another 25% discount you are going to get. So this is going to be your cost, and it will only be a marginal increase from the previous cost that was existing. So you will get the benefit when you join the program now. And then having said that, the most important thing is, let me take a minute to introduce your able facilitator. That is none other than Mr. Chaminda Kumarasiri, who has been delivering this program with us. Mr. Chaminda is a chairman of HCP Consulting. He's a senior management consultant with over 20 years of experience in the corporate sector, and he's been holding senior leadership positions in the blue chip and multinationals. And he has been the financial controller at Bank of Ceylon, the CFO at Lanka Hospitals, and also an AVP with HSBC Securities Services. And Chaminda is currently a director of the TRCSL, Telecommunications Regulations Commission, and also he has been a governing council member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants. And Chaminda has been a member of the International Panel in Accounting Education at the International Federation of Accountants, that is IFAC. And he's also an independent non-executive director of SBB Bank PLC, and he's chairing the Audit Committee, Board, Human Resource and Remuneration, and also Board on Integrated Risk Management Committees. And Chaminda is a lecturer at several state and private educational institutes. Chaminda, if you are there, you can just say hi to them, but you will be taking over the session in a couple of minutes' time.
Yes, hi everyone. Good evening. Nice to see you all, and probably I'll catch you once introduction is over.
Okay, thank you, Chaminda. Let's move on. Now, another important question for you when you join the program would be the assessment, right? So the CISI examination is completely a computer-based assessment, and it will be a 2-hour paper, and you will be getting 100 multiple choice questions within these 2 hours to answer, and the pass mark will be 70%. So this is the basic examination structure, and you can do the exam at the CISI examination center, one of the CISI examination centers. You can physically come to one of these centers and do it, or else if you're following it in a different place, you can also do the examination from wherever you are. You can join the examination. So you have both options available. And then when you join the program with the Academy of Finance, you're going to get this is your learning package. You're going to get the CISI official text. Of course, before we start sharing the material, you need to register with the CISI. That is what our staff has been communicating with you. And so you will get the official text of CISI, and you will be having access to virtual classes, a minimum of 50 hours of virtual classes. They are structured as 2.5-hour sessions. And once you finish the lectures and once you finish the registration process, you will be a part of the e-learning system, Academy e-learning system. And through the e-learning system, you will have access to all the presentations of the lecturers, as well as the recorded sessions of the lectures. So therefore, even if you miss a particular lecture, you will have the access to the recorded sessions until you do the exam. About 3 months after you finish the revision classes, you will have the access to the full recorded session so that you can take your time. And even if you miss a lecture, you should be able to follow it up and catch up before you come for the next lecture. And also, you will have access to our revision portal with topic-wise quizzes, right? So we do have a comprehensive revision portal, and then you will be having mini quizzes, which we will be starting after you finish a couple of lectures. Under each topic, you will be having mini quizzes, so you can practice your knowledge and your comprehension through these mini quizzes. And thereafter that, once we finish a substantial component of the program, you will have also the quizzes, the detailed quizzes in each and every area. So you'll also have access to these detailed quizzes, and later and later you will also have the 3 mock examinations at the end of the session. So you will also have the 3 mock examinations to come to the session. So therefore, when you join the program, like you will have the official text, the classes, the recorded sessions, the mini quizzes to practice, and then the revision portal with comprehensive coverage in each and every topic, and finally 3 mock examinations at the end of the session. So we will facilitate everything that is required for you to be very confident and thorough about the contents, and also to complete the examination successfully. And then the class timing would be on Thursdays. This is the day that we usually have the classes. So we'll be having the classes from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So this is the standard timing of the classes. Having said that, it will take a little more than 5 months to complete the classes, and then classes, and with the revision quizzes and the mock examinations. So the comprehensive coverage will be definitely happening within 5 months, and then thereafter a couple of weeks will be required for you to complete all the topic-wise revision quizzes as well as the mock examinations. So this is the time duration. And also there is another side to this. Once you go through all the classes, provided that you attend a minimum 75% of the classes, and then and if you do the 3 mock examinations that we have mentioned to you at the end of the session through our e-learning portal, there will be time constraint exam like mock examination. So provided that you have 75% attendance, and also provided that you participate in all 3 mock examinations and get minimum 50% marks for each mock examination, so then you will be also awarded a certificate by the Academy of Finance. So what is going to happen is, like, again, I'm just taking you through. So you'll be starting the classes now, and after a couple of weeks, you will start getting the mini quizzes topic-wise so that you can start practicing further. And towards the end of the session, you'll be having your topic-wise detailed questions, sometimes maybe 50, 100, 150 questions from each topic. And then you will be having the mock examinations. And once you finish the mock examinations, you'll be very confident to do the examination. But at that time, depending on whether you get 50% in all mock examinations, at that time, the time window, you will get a certificate from Academy of Finance as well. And we will guide you for a registration time so that you can register with the institute. Of course, you'll be registering at the beginning. You can register for the examination and take your examination with the CISI Institute. So that's our plan. Of course, if you ask what we expect from you, we would like to very strongly tell you that your attendance is important. You're going to learn something new, some interesting areas, and you're paying for that. So therefore, it is important that you get the best out of it. So we want you to join the classes and maintain a reasonable level of attendance. And of course, like I told you, the certificate from us will be available provided that you maintain that 75% attendance. And also, you need to respect your others' time, the facilitator's time, as well as the others' time. So please ensure that you join the classes on time. And very importantly, we are joining these classes virtually as virtual classes. So we would love to have the interaction with you, right? Because your facilitator is a very experienced facilitator with comprehensive knowledge. But for you to get the best out of the lecturer, it is very important that you interact with the lecturer. So don't keep silent, right? Always talk to him, ask him, talk to him, ask questions, challenge him, and share your experience with the lecturer and share your experience with the colleagues in the class, so that you will get the best out of the lecturer and best out of the forum as well. And the other thing is sometimes what happens with regard to the examinations, which are specifically MCQ-based examinations. So sometimes the participants will underestimate this MCQ examination, right? Not to say that they are difficult, but if you are used to the normal, typical pen and pencil descriptive examinations or structured examinations, there is an art in handling the MCQ examination. So that is why we have taken so much time and we have put so much effort to give you these quizzes and the mock examination. So therefore, you may be a brilliant person in the risk management area, and you may be a good scholar as well, but still, you need to practice the art of handling the MCQ examinations. So therefore, allocate some serious time, do the quizzes from the beginning whenever they are going to be open for you, and also to do all the mock examinations, right? And do the examinations within the prescribed time window. It is very, very important, because this is a very clear observation that we have made. When we have these qualifications where you have an exam on a scheduled date, right, more than 90% of the participants will do the exam on the scheduled examination date. But this examination, we don't have the examination on a single scheduled date. You have some freedom to decide on when you are going to do the examination. So therefore, what happens is some of the students they want to do their best, so they keep delaying the taking of the examination. But then what could probably happen is sometimes eventually they may give up without doing the examination. So then your time is also going to be wasted, and our effort is also going to be wasted. So therefore, we would like to urge that you have your time plan. The moment we start the session, we'll share with you the comprehensive plan. When are we going to conduct the lectures? When you are going to have the quizzes? When you are going to have the mock examination? All that will be given to you clearly. So your leave, your annual leave, whatever that you want to do, plan it clearly so that you sit the examination within the prescribed time window, right? So then very likely you pass the examination. But if you keep postponing, you are not going to do the examination at all. And then another reason is you also have another strong reason to do the examination at the end of the 6 months without postponing, because as I showed you, you are going to get this benefit. You are going to get this concessionary rate. Instead of £35, you're going to pay only £25. And instead of £125, you're going to pay only £103. Right? So that benefit also will be available for you when you register now, and when you do the examination within the prescribed time window. That benefit also is going to be available to you. So therefore, there are all the reasons that why you should be doing the examinations without delaying. And then this is very, very important. And Samin also will tell you, and those who have been to online lectures, experience online lectures into the online forums, you will see that most of the time what we see on the Zoom would be something like this. We'll see a checkered board of black boxes, and occasionally some faces coming out, but that is not what we want, right? So we would like actually as the lecturers, so we need energy, right? We need some interaction and connection with the facilitators. So when we are in a physical class, we have eye contact, your expressions, your smiles, all of that, we will have to keep that energy. But in an online class, we don't get that. So therefore, it is very, very important, at least some of you, you will show your faces and you will talk to the lecturers and share your expressions, so that it will be boosting the energy for everybody in the class. So don't just be passive followers. You keep the box, the computer on, and then just without anything, sound, voice, anything like that. It will be a boring exercise for the lecturers, as well as eventually it will be a boring activity for you as well. So don't let that happen. So just keep the interaction to the maximum. And having said that, we now have a small activity that we do whenever we start a virtual session, because as I told you, sometimes you may have very senior people who are known to you and whose contact can be useful, important to you in your professional career as well as personal life, but you don't know a personal life has existed in this class because you don't meet them physically, and you may never face that, show your face, and your colleague also may never show your face. So therefore, we usually have this session where we will have a quick round of introduction of the participants. And what we would like to do is we would want you to just quickly tell your name, your place of work, and your designation. But and in case you feel that, okay, you don't want to share your details, you just say, I want to skip, right? So there is nobody's going to force you, but it's good, it's interesting for everybody to get to know who is going to be there in the class. So if you don't want to do that, just say, I'm going to skip, please skip me, that is okay. And to avoid confusions and to do it faster, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out the names according to the way it appears here in this participant list. And then at the end, in this case, if you miss anyone, so then later on we'll give you an opportunity. Once again, we are not forcing you, but it's good to know everybody. So I will tell you the names. and then you can introduce yourself. You can show the camera and you can introduce yourself, and then we will move on to the next participant. So that is what you are going to do. So let me start with the first participant. One moment, just one moment. I think. Sorry, right. Okay, so don't take much, right? Just in a couple of seconds, introduce yourself and we'll go on to the next one. And I want to hand over the session to Mr. Charminder to take his part of the lecture. So shall I invite first Lal Dayananda? If you like, you can show your face as well. Yes, Lisa, we can see you. Hello. Yes, you could introduce yourself. I'm not quite sure whether you're muted. No, you're not muted, but we can't hear you actually. No, sorry, still we can't hear you. Okay, we'll come back to you again. I think probably your volume level may be lower. Just check that, but we'll come back to you again. Right? And then we have, can you try once more? Probably, can you unmute and try once more? No, still we can't hear you. We'll come to you later. And then this Achira Bandara. Would you like to introduce yourself, Achira? Hello, Achira, would you like to introduce yourself? Achira?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, very well. Yes, Achira.
Yeah. Hi, good evening. I'm Achira Bandara, joining from Jaffna, and I'm working for NDB Bank.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Achira. And thank you, Jude Pereira. And also you can mention whether you work in the risk department or otherwise. That also will be useful for the lecturer as well.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear, I think.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, good evening. I'm Jude. I'm working for Ceylon Bank. I'm actually presently I'm attached to risk department. Hello.
I think the facilitator
hello.
is disconnected.
Yeah, I think so.
You are muted.
You are muted.
Kapila.
Sir. We cannot hear you.
Kapila, you are muted.
Yeah, please go ahead, Jude. Yes, sorry.
Yeah. Good evening. I'm Jude Pereira. I'm working for Ceylon Bank. I'm presently attached to risk department.
Okay, thank you, Jude. Thank you for the introduction. And Ranga Kotage. Okay. Thanks, Jude. Ranga Kotage.
Yeah, Ranga from Commercial Bank. I'm attached to Integrated Risk Management Department.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ranga. Amara Pereira.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir, Amara.
Hello.
Yes, sir, Amara. Please go ahead.
Skip me, sir.
Okay, sure. Right. Sure. Sorry, I didn't hear you. Asanka Atugoda. Hi, Asanka.
I'm Asanka Atugoda from Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank, joining from Dubai. I am currently attached to Risk and Control Department of Wholesale Banking.
Okay. Thank you, Asanka. And Asanka Vikramage. Hi, Asanka Vikramage.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, Asanka, we can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you.
Sorry, due to power cut, I'm unable to show my face. I'm working for Ceylon Bank as Senior Manager for Treasury Operations.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
And then, thanks. And then Buddhika Sarasekara. Buddhika, would you like to introduce yourself? Sorry?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I am Buddhika Samarasekara from Cargill Bank attached to Central Cash Operation.
Attached to?
Central Operation.
Central Operation. Right. Okay. Thank you. Chanaka Gunatilaka. Chanaka, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Chanaka Gunatilaka. I'm attached to Acuity Knowledge Partners. I'm working as Assistant Director and looking after Risk Department.
Okay. Thank you. Excellent. Clinton Nalaka. Clinton Nalaka, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello. Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm Nalaka from the Hivala. I'm attached to commercial bank. I'm not attached to the risk department. I'm just working for a branch. Just interest for the team.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Elmo Suryarachi. Elmo, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Elmo, working for a private bank in personal banking division.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Feroz Kamaldeen. Feroz, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Feroz Kamaldeen, and I am attached to Citibank Finance Department.
Okay. Thank you. And we also have, actually, it says Gihan. Gihan, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, good evening. I'm Gihan Dias, semi-retired. I was a banker for 30 years. Now I'm in consulting and also just joined the Education Institute as a Chief Operating Officer.
Okay,
thank you.
Thank you. Granville DJKN. Granville, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi, good evening. I'm Granville Samarakun from HSBC. I'm attached to Premier Banking as a relationship manager.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Granville. Harshadeva Piasiri. Harshadeva, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Harshadeva, working for National Bank of Fujairah in United Arab Emirates, and I'm working in the operation department.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Harshana Vijayaratna. Harshana, would you like to introduce yourself? Hi, Harshana.
Hello.
Yes, Harshana.
Hi, good evening. I'm working for Acuity Knowledge Partners here, serving back-end work for some European banks.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Ishara Premaratna.
Hello.
Hi, Ishara.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Yes.
Yeah. I'm from Commercial Bank and presently attached to a digital banking unit.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Janaka Kumarasinghe.
Good evening. Yeah, I'm Janaka Kumarasinghe. I represent a company called Kentridge Private Limited. And I'm also a non-executive director of a leading finance company and a chief operating officer of a software development company. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Janaka. Jude Perra, I think Jude, you introduce yourself, right? I don't know, your name is appearing again. Jude, you introduce yourself, right? Right, we'll move on.
Hello. Yeah, I did introduce myself.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Kugesan Patkunaraj. Yeah.
Hi, Kapila. Sorry, I couldn't able to put my camera on. My name is Kugesan Patkunaraja. I'm working with HMB Assurance as a manager, risk and control.
Right, okay, thank you. Lahiru Rupasinghe. Lahiru, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, yeah, I'm Lahiru Rupasinghe from Sampa Bank, currently attached to the Central Credit Department.
Right, okay, thank you. Lakshan Bandar. Lakshan, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, good evening, sir. I am Lakshan, work for a commercial bank, presently attached to risk management department.
Right, okay, thank you. Lal Dayanand. Lal, would you like to introduce yourself? Right. Okay. Leslie Jesurajan.
Hi, good evening, Kapila and others. I'm Leslie Jesurajan. I'm working for United Nations as a program officer.
Right. Based in Sri Lanka, right?
Yes, yes.
Right. Okay, great. Lahiru, one moment, please. Malik Kadawatha Gedara.
Hi, I'm Malik Kadawatha. I think you can hear me, right?
Yeah, can hear you. Yes,
Okay,
Malik.
yeah. I'm Malik Kadawatha. I am currently working as a fund administrator for a CISI fund service call, which is a company based in the Malta, but I'm working in the Sri Lanka. I'm located in Matale. So that's all.
Okay, thank you. Thanks. Milinda Jayasundara. Milinda, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, good evening. So I'm Milinda Jayasundara. I'm working for Equity Knowledge Partners Colombo as a delivery lead for one of the European banks. Thank you.
Thank you. Nadisha Lakshani. Nadisha, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, I'm Nadisha, working for Ceylon Bank, currently attached to Risk Management Department.
Okay, thank you. Ranga Kotegoda. Ranga? Hi, Ranga.
I think I did introduce myself.
Okay. Ranga Samarakon.
Hi, I'm Ranga, working at Commercial Bank, attached to Risk Management Department.
Thank you. Ryan Fernando. Hi, Ryan.
Hi.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Hi, I'm Ryan, currently working at Commercial Bank. I'm into branch operations.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Ranga. Richard Papali. So I'm sorry, I don't know whether Richard, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, good evening. I'm Richard Papali. Can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
Okay, and I'm working for CISI, but not in the banking sector, on the finance sector. I'm in the marketing. Just for curiosity, I'm just going through the course.
Right, thank you. Shakil Ahmed. Shakil, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, good evening. I'm Shakil Ahmed from Dubai. I work for Dubai Islamic Bank and I'm engaged to the loan syndication loan agency desk, which falls under the risk management group.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Samantha Ratnayaka. Hi, Samantha, yes. I can say hi, I'm Samantha Ratnayaka, Manager Credit Risk. If you mention the commercial bank. Okay, great. Thank you, Samantha, Manager Credit Risk from the commercial bank. Thank you. Sherman.
Hi, good evening. I'm Sherman Valivita, works at Employees Trust Fund Board as a Deputy General Manager. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sherman. Siva Anand. Hi, Siva.
Yeah, hi. I am working for Bank of Ceylon as a branch manager.
Right, okay. Thank you, Siva. Suresh Simon.
Hi, I'm Suresh Simon, working for Ceylon Bank, the Credit Hub.
Okay, right. Thank you. Tilina Pereira. Hi, Tilina.
Hi, good evening. I am Tilina, working at HNB, attached to Trade Department, International Trade.
Excellent. Thank you. And then we have Tirukabalan. Sorry, the name disappeared.
Hi everyone. I'm Kabilan from Maldives. I'm currently working in PwC Maldives as a senior auditor associate.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Tilina Pereira. Did we speak to you, Tilina?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Tushara Priyankara. Tushara. Hi, Tushara.
Hi, I'm Priyankara from Commercial Bank, working at Finance.
Excellent. Thank you. Tuan Feroz Kamaldeen. Did you introduce yourself already?
Yes, I have connected through two devices. That's why.
Right.
Sorry about it.
Right. Utpala Virakon. Hi, Utpala. Are you there? Okay. I think I've gone through the list. Is there anyone whom I have missed?
Yeah, excuse me.
Yes, yes, Nishanta.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Nishant De Silva. I am working for a finance company attached to the risk management department.
Excellent. Thank you, Nishanta. Anyone else?
Yeah, I'm Kumar Fernando, Prema Kumar Fernando. I'm doing finance and I'm doing some consultancy work. So I registered for these schools for that time.
Okay, thank you, Kumar. Any other participants who we
Yeah,
have missed?
hi. I'm Achinta Seranayaka, working with National Bank of Bahrain in Dubai, working as a senior manager in wholesale banking.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Achinta.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Good evening, Kapila. This is Romesh. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Romesh De Silva. I work as a consultant specializing in compliance and certifications.
Okay.
Thank you, Kapila.
Thank you, Ramesh. Anyone else? Okay, I think we come to the end. Yes, and one, of course, is a highly skewed population. Even though Ramesh said ladies and gentlemen, there is only one lady and a lot of gentlemen. I think that is probably the class composition is a bit different this time. So usually we have a good female representation, but this time it looks like that we have a male-dominated class. Okay, let me quickly move on and give the control to Saminder. So basically, we've gone through this activity, and of course, we will have a quick question and answer session at the end. But before that, don't take a lot. But if there is an urgent question, very important, critical question which you need to ask at this particular moment of time, it is open to you. We can very briefly ask the question. But later on at the end, also we are going to have give you more time to get clarifications from Mr. Taminder as well as from me. So if you have any quick question, it's time for you. We just allocated 3 minutes for that. Any questions, clarifications? Right. Okay. So in the absence of any questions at this particular point of time, let me move on. Actually, this is what I intended to do at this particular point of time. And then I just wanted to mention one last thing before I hand over. And actually, Academy of Finance is offering both risk in financial services and somewhat related area, the global financial compliance qualification as well. So they are somewhat there is some sort of a commonality in these two areas. So we are starting the risk in financials program right now, and we've just launched the global financial compliance program a couple of months ago, and we have completed the one batch, and we had 100% success rate in those who have taken the examination. So I just want to tell you, if there are any of your colleagues who are interested about the global financial qualification compliance program as well, we'll be starting our next batch early May. So just communicate with your colleagues, if at all, who will be interested about the program. So that's all what I want to tell you. And I will take on the session for a couple of minutes once Mr. Charminder finishes the lecture. But apart from that, this is what I'm going to plan, what I have planned at the moment. So I will hand it over to Mr. Charminder to take over the session from this point onwards. So Charminder, over to you.
Thank you, Kapila.